Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a breaking, yes, you heard it right, breaking news edition. Breaking edition of the NJCourts news station. There we go. But either way, I got some breaking news. I've got an update on what's going on with Saints Bond, and I've got an update on what happened with the Laticia Collins, a.k.a. LeTiddy's order of protection hearing that went on this morning. So I will fill you in here in a few minutes. We are going to definitely let the notification go out. Thank you for those that are just joining me right now in chat. We're definitely going to go down the line and say hello to everybody. And that'll give some time for the notifications to go out, and then we'll get started. It shouldn't be too long of an update. As a matter of fact, I'm on my way to get some dinner here pretty soon. And like I said, just going to get some breaking news out of the way, and then we're going to call it a night. So again, I appreciate everybody taking the time out of your Wednesday afternoon/evening to join me today. And welcome to all my mods. Welcome to all the members of the jury, and welcome to all the viewers, whether you like me, hate me, or you're somewhere in between. All right, let's get chat rolling. And let's start from the top. All right, I think audio is good. I don't see a bunch of mute being spammed. You're interrupting me watching Smuggler. What's that about, Sicilian Princess? I don't, if that's on the public television network, I don't watch much of that. Basically, I'm just on YouTube now. YouTube Music, YouTube TV. All right, we've got Victor Chaos in chat with the hashtag FreeSaint10. Followed by John. Welcome, John, member of the jury, with an Ayo hashtag Free Saint. We've got Jade that says, hey, another member of the jury. We've got Sicilian Princess, another member of the jury that says, hi, Jade. And then hi, John. And then hi, Victor. And then ICU joining us in chat, another member of the jury. And ICU says, hi, everyone, NJ, Princess, Jade, and John. Everybody's so kind and friendly in the chat, and I love you guys. We've got Shepherd. I think I said that right. It's a SH with a 9 in there, but I think that's Shepherd, right? Welcome, Shepherd. We've got Roofer. What up, Roofer? Member of the Mod Squad and a member of the jury in chat. We've got Prybar Commando. We've got TT. Well, again, I can definitely agree to disagree with you on that. I don't really consider anybody that's facing 10 charges, including 2 felonies, a W, even if you do get out on bond. But, like I said, you can agree to disagree with me. Oops, shit. What happened with my chat? Oh, I went to a private chat. I don't know what the hell private chat's about. Anyways, we've got Simply Tony in the chat. What up, Simply Tony? Simply Tony says, Danger got scooped again by NJCourts. Simply Tony. You've got a fascination with danger there. That's funny. What up, Chicken Yale? And yes, you are on time, my friend. What up, Hush Money? I will be answering that question here in about a minute or two. We've got... What up, Simply Tony, joining us as a new member for the month. Thank you for joining us as a member again, Simply Tony. I appreciate your continued support, my friend. You guys know what to do in chat. Spam them gabbles if you got them, please. Simply Tony, this gabble slam goes out to you. Woo! And thank you for getting our show started. All right, let's go down. What up, Casey girl? We've got... Let's see here. I think I've gotten already to the bottom. What up, Nenny Pa? It's good to see you in chat. All right, I think I've gotten to the bottom here. Welcome, everybody. If I missed somebody, I apologize. It's not my intentions. All right, so... I think we've gotten plenty of time for the notifications to go out. What we'll do is we'll start with the Laticia Collins news first. That way we can just get that out of the way. And if other people are going to be joining us, at least when they do join us, it'll probably be after we cover her. And that way most people that are probably coming in will be able to catch the news that they're probably in here for, which is the update on Saint. So we'll knock out Laticia Collins, a.k.a. LeTiddy's update really quick. So basically she had a... what was it called again? A order protection hearing today. Basically, she is still in custody from what we had been able to see last, which is basic. No, I hate using that word basically, which all we did was just to verify or confirm that was log into the sheriff's department that is in charge of the jail that she's in, and she was still on the inmate roster. She, at the time we did our last update, it looked like she did show up to her arraignment, but apparently, according to the notes, she was obviously not displaying the correct behavior according to what the judge considers correct etiquette or behavior for the courtroom, and therefore they weren't able to basically do anything with her, sent her back on her way. I think they were able to send her back with some paperwork letting her know that, hey, she's got to show up to her hearing today. She did show up, and let me share some case notes with you. We're just going to read a few pages, and then we'll get with the same update, all right? So, what up, Justin79? What up, mistress? All right, so let's go to Leticia. All right, so let me just share this with you here. So let's just read this here. I think we're just going to read basically one screen here. All right, I think it's this one. All right, let me make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. So let's read this document. Again, this is all public information that you guys can access if you want to fact check me. But basically, this was a document that was filed from today's hearing. And it says, for good cause shown, the court finds and orders as follows. The hearing on petitioner's petition for order of protection shall be continued until the 16th day of April 2025 at 9:30 a.m. and shall be held at the Garland County District Courtroom 2, located in the Garland County District Courts building. There's the address in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Paragraph number 2. Any ex parte order, or I think, I don't know if you pronounce the E or not, order of protection previously entered in this matter shall remain in full force and effect without modification pending further orders of the court. It is hereby ordered, adjudged, and decreed. All right, it's signed by the Honorable Cara Petro. So basically, they're saying that the order of protection that was already active and put in place has been extended up until the 16th of April, and they're going to have another hearing that day, and I guess they'll probably finalize the order of protection or dismiss it. I have a feeling they'll probably end up finalizing it. And again, for some of you guys that don't remember, it's my understanding that the individual that filed the order of protection against LeTiddy is the mother of her ex-boyfriend, is my understanding. So, I don't know the exact facts as to what happened that caused her to get that, but maybe some of you know in chat. And I'm sure it'll probably be in an instant report. I don't know if I filed for anything yet on LeTiddy. I don't think I have yet. So hopefully I can get an instant report, and maybe that'll tell us exactly what happened. Now, we were able to see the body cam footage and see exactly why she got arrested and why she's in jail and facing, I think, a total 3 charges. And I think we also read, we watched body cam footage. We didn't read an incident report. But we weren't sure, as I at least wasn't able to show anything or wasn't sure exactly as to what was the evidence brought forth to the judge that signed the temporary order of protection, okay? That according to this paperwork is still a temporary order. It's been continued, and they're going to have another hearing April 16th. So we'll write down that in the calendar here, and then let's move on to the Saint hearing. See? So that was simple, quick, and easy. Now, having to do with her other case, which has to do with the 3 charges she picked up from the hospital incident, she's got a hearing coming up, I think, in April, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll have to get you that date. I'll probably post it as a community post. So as of right now, she's still incarcerated. As a matter of fact, let me just read you the case note, too, and then we'll move on. So I think it's this one here. Let's see. Yeah, so let's share this tab here. So this is going to be the case note. That was one of the documents that we just read that was filed from today's hearing, but let's just read the case notes for today's hearing. Case events. Let's click on that. Oh, oops. Maybe it's docket entries. Let's see. Oh, there it was. I just wanted to show you this. There's a note here that says that she was served in open court. So I think that she maybe hadn't been served the order of protection yet, and it had been filed already, obviously. But remember, you have to be technically served, okay? I think it's the respondent. The petitioner is the person that files the order of protection. The respondent's the person that it's filed against. In this case, LeTiddy, a.k.a. Laticia Collins. So it had already been filed previously, obviously, from today's date that she got served, but she hadn't been served that order of protection yet. So it looks like they served her today in court, And that note's here. And then, like I said, they went ahead and scheduled her for another hearing on April 16th. That, again, is for the order of protection. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share on that. Okay, let's move on to Saints update. So let me just go over here and share the case notes with Saint. And actually, let me jump over to chat really quick. So let me give you some a little bit of some backstory here. So, and then we're going to read case notes. So basically, I've obviously read these already. From what I've read, it looks like a bond was posted today. It looks like a bond was posted of $5,000. I'm not sure exactly who posted that yet, but we could probably guess it was probably the same person that posted the last $5,000 bond. That I don't even know if that actually got what is it? Remember, because he ended up pretty much, they had an issue out of bench warrant. So I don't know. Wait, hold on. That was on actually, you know what? I think that bond is still active because that had nothing to do with the new charges. So basically, even though they issued out a warrant, that was on new charges, not the charges that he had been bonded out. But long story short, somebody spent probably close to $10,000 bonding this guy out, okay? And the first time they bonded him out, they basically bonded him out from Christmas time up until like February or February 14th. So what's that? Christmas time to January 24th, that's a month. About 2 months. So basically spent $5,000 to get him out for 2 months. Then he was arrested on the warrant. He was in jail up until today's date. A bond was posted. Now, I don't know if he's been released yet. Remember, it takes some time. Depending on when the bond was posted, they may have to wait for the next day to have him released. I'm sure he's probably going to go live as soon as he does get released. So for all you Saint simps, don't worry. I know you might be withdrawing, but he's probably going to come either live tonight or sometime tomorrow as soon as he gets bonded out. Now, he does have some conditions he has to follow, so let's start looking out at some case notes here, okay? Brian Stowe says she lost the $5,000 on the last bond. I'd have to check, but honestly, I don't think it had anything to do with the new charges that he was facing, that he had the warrant on. The $5,000 bond, remember, had to do with the original 4 charges I think he was facing from the incident that happened, what was it? I think a couple of days before Christmas or something. Yeah, because he was bonded out on Christmas Eve, so it happened on the 22nd. Basically, remember, I think we said that we don't know yet. We're going to find out hopefully eventually, but it's our understanding that the neighbors allegedly called the police. There was an incident between Saint and Magic, an argument ensued. It's my understanding the neighbors called that day, the cops came, and they arrested Saint, charged him with 4 charges, including a felony, all right? So he got bonded out a few days after that, was out for about 2 months. They issued out the warrant, got arrested, and then spent about I think we said he got arrested February 14th. Today is March 14th, would have been a month. So just over a month he spent in jail before, obviously, it looks like somebody posted a $5,000 bond today. So let's start reading some case notes. So yesterday they had a bond review. There was a hearing. Remember, we called the actual jail, and they had said nothing had been updated. And remember, I had said probably I'd given, a few little things that I thought probably was going to happen. I said most likely their system probably didn't get updated yet, and I figured the next day it probably was going to be updated, or they were going to have a hearing and review the bond again. Either way, we had read some case notes yesterday that showed that they had looks like they had signed an agreement having to do with a let's see, I think I got the wrong one here. Having to do with him having to be on a house arrest. Actually, I think it's this one here. Sorry. Oh, shit. No, I think it's this one. My bad. Let me just get the right case here. Yeah, it's this one here. So let's go to the case note that's having to do with 319, 39. Why is there no case notes here? Am I on the wrong? Where's the charges here? Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, I'm on the wrong charge. My bad. I knew I was looking at something incorrectly. All right, here we go. My bad. Give me 1 second. Let me get on the right case here. Remember Dragnet? Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. All right, my apologies. I was on the wrong case. Still an active case, but the wrong one here. Okay, so now we're on the right one. This is the one having to do with the 5 charges, including a felony. So yesterday, it looks like they made or signed a commitment having to do with the house arrest. Private home detention granted. Private home detention monitoring agreement. And then you see down here on the 19th, I'm highlighting it right now, bond posted on the 19th, another document that says release from commitment, another note that says report of, and another note that says judge's note / comments. So I'm like 99.9% sure he's been released. Now, he's been, the judges, obviously, somebody's posted the bond, but I don't know. Like I said, has he been released officially from the jail yet? I don't know. But I'm sure, like I said, he's going to go live as soon as he does. So I'm sure it'll be either tonight or tomorrow. But either way, it was here's the bond amount. Bond amount posted today, $5,000 cash. So another $5,000 bond. So a total of $10,000 so far has been paid to bond him out. And his next hearing in this case is going to be, let's see here. I don't think they have another date yet set up. It's probably because I have a feeling this is going to have to be pushed, just like his other case, to circuit court, I think they call it. Yeah. Circuit court. So basically, he's got a hearing coming up on the 20th. And then he's got his jury trial for his original charges, the original 4 charges that he was facing. Let's go to that case. I think that one's in May. So he'll be back in court tomorrow. He might just be a free man this time when he's in court. So his jury trial for the original 4 charges he was facing is going to be on May 1st at 9:30 a.m. The hearing for tomorrow is going to be for the 1 charge of the destruction of property valued under $1,000. That was the one he picked up the day they arrested him on the warrant. Remember, we guessed he probably kicked something on his way out when they were arresting him or something. I don't know yet, but that was just my guess. But yeah, that hearing is going to be tomorrow. Let's see here. At 8:30 a.m. And that's for the charge of malicious destruction of property valued under $1,000. Misdemeanor charge. So basically, he's still facing 10 charges, 2 felonies, and 8 misdemeanors. All right, and then on the case that he's facing the 5 charges, the 4 misdemeanors and 1 felony, that one, like I said, they still haven't issued out a new court date, which I have a feeling it's because it's going to get bumped up to circuit court, just like his original case did. That, again, started originally in district court, but then because of the seriousness and the felony, they bumped it up to circuit court, which handles the more serious felony charges. All right, so there's your update, ladies and gents. I am in chat now, so if you guys were asking any questions or anything, I hadn't been able to read chat before. Now I can see you guys. So Brian, I think I see a question from Brian. NJCourts, tell me if you break conditions, your bond or bail, you don't get your money back. Normally, but sometimes they will, okay? Sometimes the judge does feel for the people, okay? They sometimes know that it's a family member that usually is the one that puts the money down. So sometimes they will give the money back. For example, I'll give you an example. Ski Mask Andy. They actually, even after he ended up going on the run and the bail company, the last one that bonded him out, lost their money, they had to pay the full amount, lost the money, and because they arrested him almost a year later, basically, they still allowed them, they were under a time period that they allowed them to get their money back. So I know that's a different case. So yeah, you might be right. She's not a bonding agency, and he did break the conditions of the bond. So she might be out $5,000, but it's basically up to the judge. So she can speak to the judge about it, and if the judge has a little heart, he could give it back to her, especially now that he was put back in custody. Now, remember, that would be assuming that all the cases have been concluded, all right, if she's going to get it back. But you make a good point. Yeah, he did obviously break the condition because, he got in trouble, which caused him, to have a warrant to be issued. And obviously that violated the conditions of his post-release. So I guess Danger and Saint got some beef for history together. Again, I don't follow those two, so I don't know what the whole history is between those two, and I don't care. But anyways, that's all I had. I'm just reading chats. Why I'm just seeing what you guys are talking about. What do we got coming up next? Well, we might have an update tomorrow, depending on how Saint's hearing goes. Maybe he'll come on live and give you his own damn update, for all I know. What else do we got going on? We do have, as far as court coverage till the end of this month, don't forget we do have EBZ that's got a court hearing coming up, I think, next week, I believe. I do have a fun IRL plan for the weekend. Today is Wednesday. I think it's going to be, Saturday is going to be the day that we'll go out and have some fun. But, like I always say, keep those notifications on. And I appreciate all the subs. If you're subbed up, thank you. If you're not, I appreciate if you maybe consider subbing up. That way you can put the notifications on and you know when we have our breaking news. Because although I don't have anything planned as far as court news, maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll just post something on the community post. You never know when we may have some breaking news. So keep those notifications on. I'll let you guys know, obviously, if there's going to be any court news coming up. But basically, I don't have anything planned unless we do an update live tomorrow, or like I said, I just posted on the community post. I'll see, and then I'll see you guys on Saturday, and we'll do a fun IRL. We are getting near and closer to the takeoff date for the California IRL road trip. So as soon as we get closer, I will be announcing some dates and giving you some more details as far as what's going to go on with the trip, which we've already spoke a lot about, but there's still a lot of stuff as far as like an exact itinerary I would like to go over with you guys once we get closer. For those of you that joined me last night, we were talking about attending PuffCon, like Comic-Con Puffco or PuffCon in LA. Now, unfortunately, it does go on, but it's not on 420. We thought it was going to be on 420, which I'm going to be in LA during that time, most likely. It is actually during October. So maybe I'll go back in October, but unfortunately, as excited as I was to go do this PuffCon on 420, it's the event's going to be in October. I went today because the tickets they go on sale today, and I was all excited, but yeah, no, it's in October. NJCourts hire staff reporters to wait outside the Saint compound. Well, anybody in Maryland? Shit. I've never even been out there. That's pretty far away. I've never even been in a state close to Maryland. As far close as I've ever been to Maryland was in New Jersey, New York area. What up, Hassle Nuts? Yeah, if anybody's in the Maryland area, DM me. We'll talk. But yeah, I'm sure this trial's probably going to go on a bit. I mean, he's already going straight to a jury trial on the first set of charges, so I have a feeling he's probably going to fight all the charges, plead not guilty on everything. So yeah, it's probably going to take some time before everything gets done. What up, Sunshinery? Good to see you, my friend. Oh, you didn't get any notifications? God damn it. I know we were having problems with that last month, or I think it was either last month or the beginning of this month. But last time I checked, I know that it seemed like it got fixed because people that told me they didn't get notified got notified. Sicilian said she got notified. Are you doing a story on me? Who are you, Hassle Nuts? I have no clue who you are. Usually, one, I have to know somewhat of, who you are in my chat. And two, usually I have to get in trouble before I do a story. What up, Tino? You just changed your name to that. Is that Bilbo? Remember, Bilbo, you're not banned. I don't think Tino's going anywhere, especially if he's now. Think about this. Obviously, we saw that he is going to be on house arrest. I don't know the exact conditions of that yet. I don't know if that's going to include an electric monitoring bracelet or if it's just the house arrest. But I don't know how that's going to work because, I mean, it's my understanding that he was living with Magic, and she's obviously the victim in this case, whether she agrees with it or not. The court is the one stating that she's the victim. And I'm pretty damn sure I either saw it already in the notes or I'm pretty sure that the judge would already have it as a post or post release condition of basically saying that he can't have any contact or be within the vicinity of, so many feet with the victim of this case. Okay, actually, there's probably maybe a few, assuming he may have gotten in a little squabble with his neighbors. So I don't know how that's going to work, truthfully, because like I said, I don't think he's going to be allowed to go back. And if you remember, I think even Magic, I think it was either the day that you remember he was live when the cops ended up arresting him that last time. I don't know if Magic had mentioned it during that stream or when I had heard it, but I swear I had heard her also basically verify what I had said before, was that he wasn't allowed to be there, you know what I mean, at the house. So, like I said, I don't know how that's going to work as far as his house arrest, if he has got friends, family in Maryland or somewhere he can stay at, because I'm pretty sure he's going to have to make those arrangements with the judge. I don't think they're just going to okay, I'm pretty sure he probably had to make those arrangements with the judge, and that was why he had to sign that paperwork prior to him being, obviously, released. So, what up, Go Girl? I'm sorry, I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. If not, welcome. I don't know if I said hi to you, mistress. If not, welcome. So, yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. And don't forget, obviously, another one of his post-release conditions are going to be he can't get in trouble again, which, hopefully we can cut the guy some slack. But unfortunately, based on his record, and especially based on just the last charges he's picked up, it seems like he has a hard time, staying out of trouble when he's currently in trouble. So hopefully he learned this time, But if you guys are, friends of his, you probably should be encouraging him to chill out. I personally probably, if I was his buddy, would say lay off the alcohol. And, I personally say, and the internet too, because streaming just seems to get him in trouble. So it's just temporary, until you get your shit done with the court case, and then you can get back doing whatever the fuck you want to do. But that's just if I was going to give the guy my 2 cents. Michael, we did one yesterday, so if you want a ski mask update, I would definitely check out yesterday's VOD. I think we did it towards either the beginning or the end. He was either my first update or the last update, and you can always use the sliding bar and see, because we actually played a clip from his live stream, his last live. So you'll see his him doing this, picking his face, and you'll know that's the part when we start talking about him. I'm fascinated with a lot of you Saint simps, though, kind of like I was fascinated with a lot of the ski mask simps, especially with the females, because both these guys have a pretty extensive record of DV and, basically, domestics and stuff like that. And it's just crazy the amount of females that are both fans of these two guys, ski mask and Saint, And I've already spoken to a few of them. A lot of them are very open. Like I said, I'm a reporter. I allow everybody's opinion, and I just kind of find it a little I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me when I did speak to some of them, because they say that they don't like. I mean, basically they say that the guy's a bad dude. They realize he needs help. They realize he's got an alcohol problem. but they say that he's funny, and like I'm like, okay, but does him being funny outweigh all the rest of the stuff? I mean, we didn't get too much into his past history record or his record, but I mean, basically, you can Google search the guy's name and you'll see all the the news reports on him. So, and like I said, hey, people can always change. People, nobody's perfect, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he's based on the most recent, charges he's facing. And then from then, when his most recent charge was that he had gotten before that, it's not that long ago. You follow me? So it's not like, oh, this, happened 20 years ago. You know what I mean? I've moved on since then. This shit's like, these dudes have literally gotten in trouble like the last like 5 years, okay? But like I said, hopefully at some point they'll realize what they're doing is probably not the best, and they'll fix their life for their own self and their own friends and family. Like I said, I could care less. I have my own shit to worry about, my own family and friends with their own problems. So, I just here to report on the news. But for those of you that are simps, I call you guys simps just because I call everybody that's a simp. I have simps. I'm a simp. I simp for people, so don't get offended. But yeah, it's fascinating. It's not upsetting me. It's just fascinating. I really mean that. Like that's why I like doing investigative reporting and stuff like that. I'm always like very fascinated with things, and I love interviewing people. I love learning like just different just aspects of people and how they live and how they think, and it just what makes our country really cool. We're like a big melting pot of just a lot of different fucking personalities and different types of people, and that's what makes our country great. So and that's what's really cool about this channel and this chat. We can all agree to disagree, or we can agree on things, we can disagree on things. But yeah, it was just really fascinating, just this kind of, I saw a lot of the similarities between like a lot of the Ski Mask fans and Saint fans, and like I said, a lot of them are females, which is just very surprising. But hey, to each their own. I mean, especially if you guys want to start, and I don't think a lot of people here are hating, especially the people that are Saint fans, because I think most of them are appreciating the fact that I've been able to give them updates on what's going on with their boy. You know what I mean? So I've had a lot of you reach out to me and basically seem pretty happy about the fact that we're putting out the news and letting you know what's going on with his case. As a matter of fact, I don't know if he was sober or not, but Saint, I had actually reached out to him during one of his live streams, and he said he was willing to talk after, I guess, his case was over. So we may have an interview in the future, but we'll see. Gold Girl, we did do a Leticia. We actually knocked out Leticia's update first. So you can rewind to the beginning. It was a quick one. I mean, I can tell you right now, basically, she had her order of protection hearing today. She was served in court with the order of protection, and they've basically, it's still, I think, temporary, and they've extended it until her next hearing, which is April something. And I'm sure that'll be probably the hearing that they'll either finalize it or dismiss it, which I'm sure they'll probably not dismiss it, which again, I'm not a psychic, but just based on everything I've heard and seen, I'm probably going to say 99.9% sure they'll probably finalize it on the next court date. So she's still in custody. She's still in jail. She's got her next hearing for the order of protection, I think, comes up sooner than the other one, having to do with the 3 charges she picked up from the incident in the hospital. But yeah, she's still locked up, and we can verify that since we've got some Leticia people in chat. Remember, we did this just through the website, so give me 1 second. So hers is I forgot what's the county, Garland County, yeah, Garland County Sheriff Inmate Roster. Here we go. Detention Center. Let me share this with you guys. Make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Perfecto. Oh, let me get this out of the way. Dag, I don't know if you just came in, but he is free. I don't know if he's out of jail just right now. They may be out processing him either later or now. He may have already been out processed. He may be waiting to be out processed, or depending if they're like most other jails, they do out processing in the morning. So depending on what time your bond gets posted, you either get out processed that day or you have to wait to the next day and catch the next out processing time. And that's what I said earlier. I'm sure he's going to come on and let you guys know as soon as he's out. I'm like, unless, and which even if it was a post release condition, I doubt he would care and still come on live. But anyways, let's check this detention center roster just to verify that Laticia Collins, aka LeTiddy, is still in custody. So you guys can see what I'm looking at. So here on the left, what you do is go to inmate roster. It's going to load it up. And then we're going to go to Collins. You can search. We'll just make it easy on us. There she is. So she was booked on March the 6th. We click on her, which means she's still in custody. She's been incarcerated for 13 days now, according to her booking information. And she is, again, just to remind you guys, she's facing 3 charges. Criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, and aggravated assault upon a certified law enforcement officer or an employee of a correctional facility, which, if you guys saw the body cam footage, which, again, thank you to that channel. I forgot the name of it that allowed us to share that with you guys. I think it's Anon, if I'm not mistaken. It was 2 channels that we were borrowing some clips from. I think it's HRH or something like that, H&H or HRH and Anon something. Sunshine, if you don't mind helping me. But again, shout out to those channels for the body cam footage. If you watched it, basically what got her the disorderly conduct and aggravated assault charge for sure was she spit. Well, let's just say at this point she even though you can see it clearly on the body cam, she allegedly spit on an officer, which was fucking disgusting. Poor dude. I don't think he knew what to do, actually. He was just standing there kind of in shock. But, yeah, so she's pretty much sitting on a $3,750 bond, which, if she's allowed to be bonded out with their, if it's a surety bond, which means she can be bonded out during a bonding agency, which I'm sure, probably sure it is. That means somebody would just have to pay about $375, 10% of that amount to get her out. But it doesn't look like anybody wants to do that, so she's still in custody as of today. Been in jail for 13 days now. Kind of crazy how that bonding system works. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest with you. I don't really agree with it. I think it's kind of weird how in the legal system that's supposed to be really fair, that basically those that have money can get bonded out or get out of jail, and those that can't stay in jail. Now, granted, when they sentence you, most of the time they're going to give you credit for time served. But, I mean, yeah, it sucks to be in jail. You can get hurt. A lot of shit can happen. So let's just assume you plead not guilty, right? And let's just assume at the very end of everything, they did find you not guilty. You went through a jury trial, but you still had to spend that time in jail because you didn't get bonded out. I mean, how do you get that back? You don't. So it's kind of weird. It's basically just a way for the whoever gets that income to make money, It really is. It's like a pay to play. And then you see they still give bonds to people that literally they had to issue out a bench warrant because they didn't show up to their last hearing. AKA ski mask. You know what I mean? That I don't understand. How literally they have a dude that's out on a bench warrant because he didn't show up to his last court hearing, comes back in, they arrest him, and then they issue out a bond again. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. Mr. says, Saint, if you're lurking, go live. I mean, you guys, how many? We got 83. I mean, we can just call. You guys want to just see if, let's just call. Hold on, I can get you guys on speakerphone. Give me a sec. We'll just call. Believe it should be this one right here. You guys can hear? Hi, good evening. I was just calling to verify whether an inmate had been bonded out yet.
Who's that?
First name is Santino, last name is Smith. It looks like, according to the notes, a bond was posted, but I don't know how your guys' like release works. If they, you only have a certain time that you release the inmate. So I wasn't sure if he was still in custody or he had been released yet.
We got released earlier today.
Okay, so he is out. Okay, great. Thank you so much for the information.
Yeah.
Bye bye now.
Uh-huh. Bye.
There you go. You heard it from the man. He was released earlier today. So maybe he's just doing the right thing and is just, playing it safe and cool and doesn't want to, leak his location out, especially if he's somewhere where he's not supposed to be. You know what I mean? Anyways, there you go. All right. So it has been confirmed. Saint has been released. All right. Let me get this out of the way so you can see this. Ooh, it's getting already dark outside and already got dark in here. Excuse me. I didn't have a chance to set up my little ring light, so apologize for the lighting. So, yeah, there you go. Who's Hasselnuts? Is there a reason you followed my Instagram? The only reason I probably followed you is because you followed me. I don't follow people unless they follow me. And I really don't even check people. I just hit it at, when it shows you, just shows people follow you. I just go bloop, 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 bloop. Like, I don't even know who you are, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, I have no clue who you are or what you are about or anything. I've never even seen you in this chat, to be honest with you, so I'm even surprised you follow me on Instagram. Well, cool. And welcome to the chat. Yeah, but I don't even go, like, I'm only thing I do on Instagram is post stuff for me. I don't even go, like, cruising other people's shit. Do you go by Hasselnuts on stream or what? Like I said, I apologize. I've never heard of you, so. And again, you'd have to get in some trouble, too. So if you're kind of telling me, I don't know, it sounds like you kind of do want to get covered. Did you get in trouble? Plus, you also, even though, there's a lot of people that get in trouble too. So you got to be kind of something that the chat wants coverage of as well. I don't know how to get a hold of him. When I reached out to him, it was on his live stream through the comments. Like I said, I don't follow the guy. I don't have his direct number. I don't even follow him on Instagram. There's a lot of you in chat that probably have his direct number. You guys call him. Shit. Oh, that's your stream name? All right. Maybe I'll find you one of these days and I'll have to check you out. Anywho. I know. Shit, first you guys want NJ, check to see if he's out. Okay. I tell you guys, looks like you got posted about NJ. Well, can we call him? Well, I said I call the jail. I call the jail, verify that he's out. Now you guys want me to call him? No, hell no. You guys call him. I'm done. I'm going to go have dinner time. Give a fuck, care less what's going on with that dude. Now, once his next hearing comes up, then we'll give you an update and all that stuff. But yeah, man, 10 G's, man. Shit, I wish I had a girl that loved me that much. You guys realize, even myself, dude, if I got locked up, I don't even have anybody that dropped like 5 G's to get me out of jail. It'd be kind of interesting to see if my viewers would get me out of jail, if you guys would be able to like come together and pull the money together somehow. But, like, yeah, my parents would be like, fuck you. They're not, you think my parents would, fuck no. My parents wouldn't even bail me out if, like, my bond was, like, fucking $100 to get me out. Fuck that. They'll just let me learn my lesson. I'd hope one of you all would get me out for $100. Shit, I don't want to stay in jail. You're welcome, guys. And I just troll a lot of you guys, and especially, like I said, don't get offended when I call you guys Saint Simpson shit like that. And most of you guys don't. I'd assume if you follow Saint, you probably don't get offended by too many things. But yeah, I like to, people joke with me. I like to joke back. But I guess a lot of people don't get my type of humor sometimes. But I'm working on it. Hey, thanks 501 Dimeback, Chris. I appreciate that. Super Roofer said, hell yeah. All right. Makes me feel better about going to California now. All right, you motherfuckers, I'm gonna hold you to it. Now, there shouldn't be any reason I shouldn't be getting in trouble in California. I'm a good boy. But it's good to know. All right. So, any other questions, my friends, before I call it a live stream and I'm going to go have dinner? And then I'll see you guys in the next one. But I'm getting excited because it's getting closer to the date that we're going to take off to California. Oh, it's going to be the shiznits. Man, I am bummed, though. I was really stoked about the 420 celebration being at the PuffCon, but that's going to be in October. That thing looks fucking sick. So for any of my folks out there in L.A., dude, you guys definitely, especially if you guys are smokers, you definitely better be attending that 420 PuffCon Fest. I will definitely. Well, here's the thing. Hold on. I'm Italian too, and I'm a man of my word. So hold on. Let's talk business. Hold on. Now, I would definitely pay you guys back, and with interest. I am a businessman, so we'll definitely not be pulling an old ski mask here. You know what I mean? Bought me out, and then get out and actually pulling him. He'd say fuck you and dox you. and do whatever he needs to do to have you hate him so he doesn't have to pay you back, even though he never was. Yeah, I would absolutely pay whoever bonded me out back, just to let you guys know, with interest. All right, good night, everybody. You guys have a great evening. Be safe. It's Wednesday, 2 more days for my Monday through Fridayers that work. Then it'll be TGIF Friday. Like I said, I have something fun planned on Saturday, especially for those that are my smokers, dude. It's going to be, hopefully it's going to be the shit. I'll let you guys know when we get closer to Saturday what we got going on. And like I said, we may have a court update tomorrow, or I may just post an update through the community tab post, depending on, if anything's interesting or anything, of interest happens during Santino's hearing tomorrow. All righty, folks? Have a nice night. What up, Marshmallow? Good evening, everybody that came in a chat that I didn't have a chance to say hello to. Shout out again to Simply Tony for renewing your membership this evening. I appreciate your support. I am going to be pushing the memberships of the jury on my road trip. So if you really want to help and support the road trip, which I am still going to be begging for donations because it's going to be a very expensive trip. Again, thank you guys. We got the car rental covered for the 14 days or 2 weeks. But, we need gas money, food, entertainment, all the other shit. But like I said, and I'm going to be spending a lot of my own money. I'm not expecting you guys to carry through me these 2 weeks. But, anything helps, and I appreciate everybody. So thank you guys. But where was I going with this? Fuck, I forgot. Sorry. Damn it. Something important, too. It wasn't even having to do with the e-begging. It was like kind of with e-begging, but then it was something else. Anyways, obviously it's not that important. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, I was thinking Simply Tune. Oh, yeah, I was pushing. So on the road trip, I'm going to be pushing the membership. So again, if you want to help support the road trip and the channel, get a membership. It's only $2.99. It's $3. You help support the channel. It's a donation, and you get a membership for a month, dude. That's the best way to go, So, yeah, it'll be cool. And then you get to hang out with all the members of the jury. You get to play with all the cool emojis. You see everybody spamming. And we're going to do some cool little things like side quests if we meet membership goals, okay? So, yeah, it should be a pretty interesting trip. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are as well. All right, my friends, have a wonderful evening. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any shout-outs on my other phone here. All right, cool. No, I didn't. Everything looks good. Let me check the Instagram app. Make sure I didn't miss anything important. Anybody try to get a hold of me? Nope. Everything looks good on that. All right, folks. Have a good Wednesday evening. Stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Oh, almost forgot. Keep that head on a swivel. Check that 6 every once in a while. Don't say I didn't give you a warning. Take those earbuds out or lower your volume because I am going to get loud and proud. NJCourts. Ooh, Dobby's going to join me. Is officially out here. Peace, everybody. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you on the next one. Adios.